Hello, it's Fabio with Patriots On The Fly. Today I'll show you to tie a soft hackle version of the Pheasant Tail nymph. Hope you enjoy the video. We'll see you next week.
So I'm gonna tie a soft hackle nymph. I already put a hook in my vise. This is a size 10 nymph hook. It's 1x long. I'm going to use some black 6/0 uni thread. I'm gonna lay a base of thread along the hook shank. Like so. I'm gonna cut the excess off the thread. I am going to get some few Pheasant Tail fibers. We're gonna use those for the tail of this fly. I'm gonna get them from up here. I'm gonna get 5 or 6 fibers. I'm gonna measure them. We want these to be a little shorter than the hook length. I'm going to pinch them right above the hook shank. Make a couple of thread wraps, and then I can make sure that they are aligned on top of the hook shank and they're of the right length. And then I'm going to secure those the rest of the fibers on top of the hook shank. I'm going to cut the excess of the fibers off. I am going to get a couple of inches of ultra copper wire, size small. I'm going to use my bad scissors to cut that off. I'm going to secure the wire along the hook shank. Like so. I'm going to get some more pheasant tail fibers. I'm going to get about 10 of them. And I'm going to tie down the tips right over the hook shank, like so. There's one sticking out there. So now that we secure the tips, I'm going to bring my thread forward, and then I'm going to grab all the fibers together, and I'm going to palmer them along the hook shank. Like so. Then I'm going to make a couple of thread wraps to secure those fibers. Now I can cut the excess of these fibers off, like so. Now I'm going to counter wrap those fibers with my copper wire, making sure that I have even turns of it. Then I'm going to secure that with a couple of thread wraps again. I'm going to get my bad scissors. I'm going to cut the excess of the copper wire off. Now I'm going to get some Peacock herl. I'm going to get probably 5 strands. Make sure they're about the same length. And then I'm going to cut the tips off because they're probably the most fragile. Then I'm going to secure these tips about halfway down the hook shank. And then I'm going to palmer them. I'm going to spin them a little so that are I'm going to strengthen the Peacock herl by doing so. I'm going to make use this Peacock herl to build the thorax of the fly, which will also will also be used as to build a backstop for the partridge hackle that I'm going to tie next. So now I have a Hungarian Partridge hackle, natural color. I have one right here. I'm going to pull the fluff off, some of the fibers off. We're going to need a very small quantity of fibers. Then I'm going to pull some of these fibers up front. So then I have a tie-in tip. I'm going to use that as my tying point. Then I'm going to get my hackle pliers. And then I'm going to pull these fibers. Let me cut this thing off here. I'm going to pull these fibers back. I'm going to cut the tip of the feather off so it's out of the way. Yeah, so the more you can pull these fibers back, the easier it's going to be for you to tie these down. So I'm going to do that, and now I'm going to start palmering it and building the collar for this fly. Alrighty, so now I'm going to secure that stem. And I get my scissors, cut the stem off, and then I'm going to build a neat, a small head for the fly with some thread wraps. I'm going to get my whip finishing tool and complete the fly by making a couple whip finishing touches here. I can cut the excess of the thread off. I think I like the result. There's always, one or two fibers there that they have their own mind, but you can brush them back. Now I'm going to get some nail polish in black. You can also use UV resin if you like. I'm going to just get a very small quantity and put a little dab to cover the black thread. So now it has a little more shinier, prettier look. Not that the fish would care, but so you get the gist of it. So I hope you enjoyed it. This was a very simple soft tackle to tie. Most of the steps are the same as if you were tying a pheasant tail nymph, but we use the partridge, natural partridge feather for the color. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.